Hello, all of you beautiful people out there in Twitch land. It is Nick, aka Pavel the Barbarian Bard, here with my bestest voiceover buddy.
Gilbert got a game. Hey.
And in theory, we are here at the last part of Case 4.
But we've said that a few times. So
We've said that multiple times at this point. And at this point, you're not allowed to hold it against us. Because really, what is time? Do I know? No.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Yeah, just a strange melange, a goo of experiences, if you will.
There's also strings, I think. I think that's a theory.
Yeah. I do feel encouraged because it is final day trial. So it seems quite likely that this will be it. But I mean, there's no way to know for sure until we go in and see what happens. So, Gilby, are you ready?
I was born ready.
I'm trying to remember what happened last time. We had a man.
Actually, I was born late. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, when we played last time, if I recall, we had a witness in the box who escaped, essentially.
Yes, which is like, dude, you have one job. How could you?
Yeah, that poor bailiff shows up for like 3 lines, and they're like, "You failed."
Literally one job.
We got tased.
We did get tased. Yeah.
Don't tase me, bro.
I believe Maya also stood up for us, so I don't know if that was last session or the session before, but I think it was last session that Maya stood up for us, so we wouldn't be held in contempt of court.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's enough throwback. It's on YouTube. If you're that curious, go watch the YouTube. It's fine.
Yeah, which is where, my friend?
It's still on my self-named channel that has all 3 of my names and needs to be renamed. So don't go watch it on the YouTube. Just watch it on VOD. Come on, guys. Just in the first 3 weeks, watch it on VOD. All right, here we go. Let's get in here. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what chaos we can
December
cause.
28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Now, as has become tradition, before I click into this next screen,
yes.
Gilby, I got a dice. I need you to tell me odds or evens.
I am always an oddball.
It is even this evening, so I will be beginning our stream as Phoenix Wright, and we will assign voices as we go. A reminder that the gimmick of this particular playthrough is that anybody who is watching can, at any point during our playthrough, shout objection in the chat, all in caps with an exclamation point, and Gilby and I will drop whatever we are doing, and we will switch our voice parts. So, that is...
Objection! No, not yet, but like for practice.
Yeah, for practice. Yes, that's what it would sound like if you were in voice chat with us. You would yell objection, and then we would swap. See, it's a fun play along at home gimmick.
As, you gotta have a gimmick.
Yeah, which as the McElroys have taught me is a much beloved gimmick. Everybody loves to play along at home. All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
All right, this is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya.
Whoopsies.
Edgeworth looks glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard.
Whoa. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maya, maybe you should just go outside and discharge.
Oh, God. Right, good idea. So wait, that whoa was because she patted...
Yeah, because she patted...
Edgelord on the back.
And shocked him. Yep.
Okay, I did not act that line well at all then. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
Maybe that is how he would totally underplay.
Yeah, maybe Edgeworth was just, whoa. Who knows? It could have been a Keanu Reeves moment for him.
It could have. He kind of looks like Keanu, doesn't he?
A little bit. Yeah, it's in the face, isn't it? The long face,
it.
the angular features.
And the haircut, like
Yeah.
90s Keanu, or like Keanu, I don't know. I
Could definitely see it. All right, try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Oh God, you know what? I'd be scared if she washed her hands.
Why, pal? What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Hey, morning, Mr. Edgeworth.
Good morning.
How did it go, Detective? I have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Oh, thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good.
Better than coffee.
Right? Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it.
Fade to black. Because December 28th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3.
Time for our favorite sound effect. Maybe just my favorite sound effect.
I lost you for a second. I think I had an internet thing.
Oh, I said time for my favorite sound effect. I don't know if it's yours, but I love the courtroom sounds.
Oh, I do too. Did I miss it? Is that what I missed?
It is what you missed.
I blame the hurricane.
That's entirely fair. All right. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Fox Malone says it is also their favorite courtroom sound effect as well. I'm glad that it is as universally beloved as I thought it would be.
The prosecution is ready.
Oh. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day in our proceedings in this trial. I ask the prosecution to submit decisive evidence.
Understood.
Oh.
Oh.
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's effort, the boat rental caretaker has been arrested.
Like saying Norman watching Cheers. I have to do it when I hear it. Yep. Hey, and again, like I said, this is a home thing. So if you see the courtroom come up, please feel free to play along at home and supply your own courtroom noises. It's quite fun. I just do kind of a general like huff. Yeah. So much lower effort, frankly.
The fact that I use actual syllables and consonants.
Yeah, and I just kind of cough.
It's all right. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
Oh, right. Who's this guy?
It's our sleepy boy.
Probably. No, I meant who's playing.
Oh, do you want to roll for it?
You because
you mean?
No, because I'm doing karma.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Might as well do it. All right.
I'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost his memory of his name and identity.
Actually, hold on, pause. Gilby, I'll make you this deal.
Oh.
I will be this witness if I get to choose one witness that you are later on in this case.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why you're laughing maniacally, but I also want to say, bring it. I am not afraid of your challenges.
I'm so excited right now.
On a stream. Ha! I laugh in the face of your maniacal laughter right back at you, sir.
Oh, we'll see. Witness, why did you run away yesterday?
The witness was not running away, as he will now testify.
Oh, I see. Very well, but please begin your testimony. Huh? Why I left court?
Why I left court?
I'm really sorry about... Hold on, what is this voice again? He's like an... Well, yeah, he's
like
kind of...
He's like an Appalachian man.
Yeah, he's kind of a crotchety old prospector kind of thing. Oh, I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. All right, Gilby.
Wow, left court.
Yeah, wow, left court. Press everything.
You know my hard and fast rule. Just ask them all while you got them.
Sounds good. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and you realized you were in danger.
Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusion. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. I just want to point this out.
Yes?
This man tased a teenager.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And I feel he did it at a police station.
Yeah, not only did he tase a teenager in a police station, he tased a colleague.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know when this game came out, in early aughts, right? But there was CTV then. There surely there would have been consequences where he wouldn't be like doing this case in court.
You would think that there would be some sort of video evidence, yes, but
right.
But I think that the best thing to say here for this situation is because game.
Because game. Yeah, all right.
So
that's a big because game.
It is a big because game, I will grant you that. But they had to because game this one.
Okay.
Oh, he sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. Then why did you leave?
He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
I mean, with the way we play Phoenix Wright, yes, it actually is.
Real.
If I sat quietly, right? If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that.
No.
I see. So he was lost.
Someone believes it.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. Now you get the sense of why the judge is one of my favorite characters in this series. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep. Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
So this is a good time to go back in our Phoenix Wright memory banks and take a look at our court
There we
record.
go.
So we got the autopsy report.
Mm-hmm.
Got our lake photo. Got Misty Faye's photo.
Yep.
Got a map of Gourd Lake. Got a pistol bullet. Got a pistol.
Yep.
Got a metal detector.
Yes.
Got the parrot, who is Polly.
Who's Polly?
Got a file in the DL6 incident, which we lost most of.
Right. We got a lot of it, though.
Yeah, we got the basic details. And then we got
Polly
a photograph.
Jenkins. Oh, wait. Go back.
Okay.
I saw something. Yes. Okay. Next page. Right here. Okay. Court bailiff trapped in elevator with Edgeworth's memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiance Polly Jenkins committed suicide.
Ooh, that sounds like it could be important.
Maybe that's why he named the bird Polly.
Certainly could be. We got our photograph of the crime scene for DL6. Yep. And we have got a bullet taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The most dramatic bullet possible.
Right? Still bears clear ballistic markings. I don't know if we have decisive.
We might not yet, and I don't know that the game is telling us to yet either. Just I thought since they mentioned proof, it's a good time to go through and look at it all. So
right, you are correct.
Allow me to drop back into my voice acting.
Oh, yes.
Grr.
Grr.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? It's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue.
I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. Okay, you had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. Sorry, Gilby, I cut you off. What were you going to say?
No, I was just saying that's reaching.
Right. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Yeah, I would have objected to that as well if I was in a courtroom.
I mean, yeah.
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's just going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Oh.
Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor.
Ho, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
I will play as dumb as I wish, young whippersnapper.
Right. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
Yanni Yogi.
Yanni Yogi. Step one on this particular deduction.
Right.
His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar.
Well, there was a bear once.
Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Kiss. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright.
Anytime I hear that, you didn't say the magic word.
I know.
Yeah, right?
You didn't say the magic word.
Wayne Knight.
That's a Jurassic Park reference, the original Jurassic Park.
I was going to say, national treasure Wayne Knight.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know why Wayne Knight doesn't work anymore?
No, I don't.
I heard you do it. Yeah, you're not wrong. Like this, I read this years ago, so maybe this isn't the case anymore. Maybe he just is doing something else now. But whenever anybody wanted to hire Wayne Knight, they wanted to hire Wayne Knight like the overweight like character actor.
Yeah.
And he ended up losing like I think like 150 pounds or something like that.
Wow.
Like completely changed his physique, and so whenever he would go into places, they'd be like, "What? Why don't you look like you did in Jurassic Park?" And he'd be like, "Because I didn't want to die."
My cousin, who may he rest in peace, was also a famous actor who was known as the funny fat guy in a lot of 80s comedies, and kind of a similar thing. Lost a lot of weight and kind of couldn't get arrested, so he switched to directing, honestly. But it was hard, man. I mean, your body is your brand in the industry, one way or the other, frankly.
Yep, that is very true. Fox Malone says Wayne Knight looks great. I agree.
Oh, good.
I haven't seen a picture of him recently. I'm gonna stop playing long enough to Google Wayne Knight. Hold on.
Oh my god. Jumping to conclusions again.
I know, you want to talk about people who you would talk about, like, I always accuse you of having this problem of not being ready to finish a game, and here I am looking up Wayne Knight.
I know, like it's my fault.
Yeah. I mean,
Fox Malone, it's very true. It's very, very true.
Yeah, I mean, Wayne Knight almost
everyone says they
old.
like a comeback, but nobody gives them the chance.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. I mean, look at Brendan Fraser. My God.
Oh, man. You want to talk about a great career resurgence.
Yep.
And a very talented actor.
Yes. Yes, he is.
But yeah, Wayne Knight's 68 years old at this point and looking, like, amazing for a dude who's almost 70, frankly.
Good.
So, all right, let's go.
This witness is Yanni Yogi. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is where I'm like, this is a court of law, as you may recall. You need to prove. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
How are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints.
Oh.
Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see.
Actually,
that makes sense.
It's very simple. I didn't even think about that.
Right?
Because if he was a bailiff, he would have had to have been fingerprinted.
Mm-hmm.
Tisk.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprint.
I love this game. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No.
Tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It's that the case has been decided, no?
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this is. No one. Nick, what are we going to do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints.
I didn't even consider fingerprints in the first place,
Right.
Brother Nick. So, we're in an impasse.
What do I do?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot, little comic relief.
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick? No. You're not going to.
Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Stop it.
Take Mr. Von Karma up?
On my proposal.
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
I love this game. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through and nothing comes, then I hope you're ready for the consequence.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes, I'm doing it. I want to see what the hell he does.
Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so.
She is a parrot. We will find out.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
But don't lose the parrot like you did with the last witch. Oh, good, she's here. Holly!
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Gilby? Yeah, as I say, Gilby, I'm sure at this point you figured out...
I got you.
Yeah, the
got
deal
you.
that I have bartered for. Name!
You're not.
The witness is ignoring me. Must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Don't you do it, Fox Malone. Don't you do it. Come on, I begged for this.
Hello.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Look at Maya. Even Maya's done with your shit.
Maya's like, this was your idea. Well, good news. There's not that much to press.
Yeah, go ahead.
Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right. What do I say?
What's your name?
What's your name?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I should get her to say her name?
Holly, what's your name? Holly.
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Of course.
Through that,
Name of his dead wife.
yeah, say through that helpfully found clue we had just a little bit ago. Yes, it does.
Fascinating. You claim that this parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking this bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is...
That...
Case file.
Do it.
The DL6 case file?
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is the proof on it, then? Show us or stop wasting our time.
Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page.
Page 3.
Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? Page 3 is...
I think it's suspect data?
Suspect data.
Yes.
I believe you're correct. Never hurts to be sure, though.
Exactly.
It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. Oh, I see. I guess that is possible.
Bah! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old!
Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I gonna find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right. But what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Continue.
Hello, hello.
Shall we press again?
Oh, yes.
We'll skip that a little bit.
Yep, there we go.
What would you like to do, Gilby? We did middle one. You got top and bottom.
Ooh. What was in the safe? Do you remember?
I don't remember what's in the safe, but we were asking for the number. Love the judge explaining things that would be super obvious to any counselor that's passed the bar because game.
Yes, because game.
Because
exactly.
game. Yep.
Exactly. I guess we could ask, have we forgotten something?
Sure. I don't know if you remember, but the last time that we asked, have we forgotten anything, the parrot responded with, remember DL6.
That's right.
As I
That's
recall,
right.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, flashback. Is it going to tell us exactly the thing that you just said? Okay, I'll do it. It's fine. It's fine.
Ollie, have you forgotten something? Don't forget DL6.
What?
I mean, anything to get more parrot, honestly, on record.
I'm glad you're pleased.
Oh, yeah. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Sure would.
Ollie, have we forgotten something?
Oh.
I may have led you into that on purpose, Gilby.
That's so mean.
It's
Hello. What?
It's so good, though, because it's like you think that you have this game figured out, and then...
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello. Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot. Could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we forgot anything?
Oh.
And I shall once again zip through this pretty quickly, because it's stuff we've said before.
Okay. Guess what's the safe number? It's our only other option.
Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why? My question is why.
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Holly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming this number has something to do with the caretaker.
It did.
Do you remember what?
It's today's date. It's the date of the expiration.
Yeah, actually it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? Something that has the expiration date. The DLC. There it is.
Shall we?
Shall. The DL6 case. What is this obsession you have with this case?
Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to the safe number?
Case summary. That's the date.
It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. Oh, I see. Certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Bah! That is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number to 001 because I'm number 1.
Also, Karma just gave up his pin.
I know, right?
Identity theft. Jim, go ahead.
This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing.
That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence. That's all.
True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
That's right, Judge.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately.
Before he runs away again.
Right? Witness, tell us your name.
Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay.
Oh.
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Oh, well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi! So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing.
I like that. Fiancé.
Yeah, it's a good fiancé, right?
Yeah.
Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment! Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is...
Innocent in this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand?
There's no way that's the end of this case.
There are a few mysteries left unsolved.
That's what I'm talking about.
Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So, I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Not guilty.
Yay! That is all. This court is adjourned.
But that's not the end of the game. Oh.
Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma? Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth?!
Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Oh, what do I do?
Raise an objection.
The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
Oh, the plot thickens. Like that man's thick bicep.
Mm-hmm.
For 15 years. I've had a reoccurring dream. Nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
Do you mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't a suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We must try this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess.
Jesus, at least.
During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant, Lobby number...
Pretty close to the end of the day. Not gonna get any additional evidence.
I'm sorry, Wright. Just wasted all your effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad.
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy! Just crazy!
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right. December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. All right, here we go, here we go.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted to his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, pointless, let the defense do their cross-examination. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the...
I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not my
Yeah,
fault.
you don't
But
get.
yes.
Yeah, you don't immediately get to muse. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Right.
I love Edgeworth's
Edgy a little
perplexed
bit
look.
longer. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth.
Gregory.
I'm going with it.
Yeah, just get it. No, yeah, do it. Absolutely.
Just for karma. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That'll be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Please. Please. Right, I get to do an edgy monologue. It's been a minute. That day, I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. Picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. Wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator. I lost my memory of the events. Wow! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Everything!
Let's do it. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day?
I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Von Karma? You were handling that case?
It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the detail.
That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. So, there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator?
Yes, myself, father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first. Then, passed, and no one came to help.
What did you do then?
I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. Then,
What was it?
pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. Safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next?
Really, what's with Edgeworth and his magnetic attraction to guns? Just like, no matter what happens, yeah, he picks it up, apparently.
Oh, I thought it was like he was. God, I'm sorry. My brain.
You're
I'm bored
okay.
right now, so I think my intelligence points have gone down a couple of decimals to match profile.
Gilby, you very much could be hurting our viewing demographic right now.
Viewership.
Yeah.
Oh God. Listen. I can make the joke because I'm from here. Nobody else can. You know? With any identity, you can make fun of your own identity. Somebody else does it. They're an ass.
I say you and Fox Malone. You guys are the only ones that are able to do it right now.
It's true. It's true. But yeah, we'll just move on because that joke's not coming. Something to do with metal from the gun.
Yeah, not
magnetic, and I can't. There's a punchline and I can't find it. So I'm frustrated.
We'll come around to it, I'm sure.
Someday.
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi. I was in a daze.
The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, it echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream. To this day?
Yes, practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I...
There it is. One part of the testimony that clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick.
Yeah.
All right, ready for the court record?
Yes. At least they handed it to us that it's in the court record.
Right. So we probably don't need Robert Hammond's autopsy report. We're not dealing with this case anymore, right?
Right.
Don't need the lake photo.
Nope.
Don't need Gourd Lake.
Mm-mm.
Don't know that we need the pistol. We probably don't need Polly.
Oh.
I know. Maybe the case file?
Maybe. There are no clues found on the scene. Next page. One bullet in the heart. The murderer fired the weapon twice. Okay.
Shall we present?
Yeah. Single gunshot. There it is.
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. Heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
Do you enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? Oh, I'm sorry, I said the line wrong. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on.
They love to pull that trick for this case. Just like,
Right.
I don't accept this unless you point me directly at it.
Right? Well, we will.
Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? That would be victim data.
Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice.
Twice.
Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet, the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing, when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before on the incident. Sorry, the day before the incident. I can't read shit. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
I'd say the bullet, probably, right?
The bullet? You want to do that?
Yeah, ballistics on the bullet would say. Especially if it was lodged into the man's heart.
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Really? I feel like it's the bullet. I don't know if I'm right.
Okay. Do you want a hint, or do you want me to just do it?
That tells me it's wrong.
I know, I realize that I'm like... That tells you it may
wrong.
not be it.
I know context clues.
Yeah. Remember what Katie and you got frustrated with this earlier.
Is that we're ahead?
You are close to the destination. How do you get to the destination?
How do we get to the destination? Okay. Not the bullet. Can we look at the gun?
Sure.
Is that the same gun?
We don't technically have the gun right now, but...
DL6 incident one more time.
Sure.
No clues found on the scene. Trapped in the elevator. One bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Next page. Trapped in the elevator. No, it's not that.
Actually, I think there's a hint here. This is going to require a big leap of logic, but I know you can do this.
Trapped in an elevator, returning from a last trial with his son, Miles Edgeworth. One bullet found in the heart. The murder
Which we
weapon
have, right?
We have the bullet. Do we have to present this page?
We can try
First?
presenting this page.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah. Yes.
Mr. Wright, please, think how we feel having to look at this evidence time and time again. Every time you show us ridiculous evidence, I feel, well, mocked.
You're out of order. This whole courtroom's out of order.
I really didn't mean any harm by it, Your Honor. Not meaning any harm and not doing any harm are two different things, Mr. Wright. Try again, Mr. Wright.
Okay, that did nothing.
Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? So it won't let you loop back out to a no. So you know that you do have evidence, because game. And you know you have a lot of pieces that are no longer attached to this case that we're talking about, right?
Right.
That's the other case, that's the other case, that's the other case, that's the other case.
Misty Faye is... she's not part of this exact example right now.
She was part of the DL6, but like we don't know if she was present or not.
Right.
We tried the case file.
Mm-hmm. Is it the photo?
Because you know it's going to ask you, what in the photo would make you think... You're almost there.
There's a shot through the glass. There's a shot in the heart.
What did you just say?
There's a shot in the There's a shot in the glass. Why would there be a shot in the glass?
Especially if the other bullet was found in his heart, right?
Right.
You want to do it?
Do it. I didn't even think about it. Why would there be a shot through the glass?
Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph! This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please, please, please get a clue.
Okay. Number 1, the window.
All right. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door. Strummy. Yeah, they're excellent chords for the thinking. I agree. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Okay, I'll give you that back, because that is fun to say, but it's Von Karma's thing. Yet, there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Well, it's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
It's Von Karma, but I don't know how to prove it yet.
I was about to say, Gilby, what is your dearest wish in this game? That it's Von Karma? Well, the murderer.
I just really, truly believe it. It's like ever since he snapped with his left hand, I'm like, that has been made too much of a big deal for me to possibly ignore that.
Here we go.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of Mr. Wright. Look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary? That's on page 1. Do you want to look at the case summary?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember what the game is driving at here. There you go. Let's see what it says.
No clues found at the scene?
I guess.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene.
I'll take that woman. Not a single clue was found on the scene.
You just really want to say that line, didn't you?
No, we have an objection.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hi, objection.
It literally just came in, so you've not missed much, don't worry.
Gotcha, okay. So you're Karma?
Yeah, I am Karma now. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Order! Order! I will have order!
I know it only says order once, but I'm so used to you doing it twice.
Yeah, I think we get a little artistic license this far into the game.
Thank you.
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet was fired... So sorry. As Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Yeah. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
Sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick?
Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So, you killed your father. Though that was not your intention?
Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today.
The story of Gregory Edgeworth closes today.
Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. So many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank.
We got another objection. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright?
I have an objection!
Your Honor! I object!
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Oh. I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no!
It must exist. The second bullet.
What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist? But where?
Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Gilby, can I ask you something really quickly?
Yes.
Will you make sure your instrument is warm for something here just a moment? Because you're going to have an excellent audio cue that I would like for you to be able to do. Yeah. I'm just going to give Gilby a second to warm up here. Get to, everything moving. In the meantime, hey, thanks everybody. We're so glad that you joined us here for the conclusion of Case 4. I hope everybody is enjoying it. And thanks for the objections. They're always super fun to change. All right, here we go. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
The murderer had to find it.
Had to find it?
Had to.
Ha 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 ha.
Am I wrong?
Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
I'm assuming it's because of the ballistics, but,
Bah! What possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is...
The bullet would have been proof.
Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof? Proof? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
If that was the case, then they shouldn't have taken the bullet from Oh, I'm so sorry. Please excuse me. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Grigori as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired?
Oh, right. I will say, I love when we're wrong because it gives us that wonderful Phoenix Wright of just like, ah, shit.
Yeah, and that awkward grin.
Yep. Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you. Actually, the judge would probably say penalize, wouldn't he? And I'm going to have to penalize you.
There you go.
Yeah. This isn't going so well. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
No.
Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for a stray bullet?
I'm not happy about it, but no.
I haven't got a clue. I mean, technically there was another option if you went through yes, they had to take it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Ugh. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but, the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to? Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there, you know? Wait a second.
Uh-oh.
I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened?
Oh.
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes. I guess that's how it would work. Yes? But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside. Yes. The 2 men fight inside the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at their feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known.
Wait a second.
I
Hold
can
on.
tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
Nick, wait.
Yes, Gilby?
Is
Something you'd like to say?
is the reason that Karma is left-handed is because he still has a bullet inside of his shoulder and has lost the use of that other right arm?
Well, what an interesting theory. I wonder if the game would bear something like that out. I guess we'll just have to find out. This is your line.
I guess so. Yeah, I just, just want to put that out there that I had that thought while this was happening. Okay, there's a reason that Karma is left-handed. Interesting. Okay,
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it!
No one involved with the incident did.
There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy. Oh, thank you, Fox Malone.
Yeah, Fox Malone. Yeah. Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. I guess that's just a pitched up judge, but whatever.
yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It must have been quite the shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
Vacation to take out a bullet and get some private surgery off the record, maybe?
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
Hey, awesome. Thank you for the follow, Shags World. Much appreciated.
Hey, appreciate.
But took it out because he was injured.
That was your line. I
That's okay, we got it.
Which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
No, I appreciate it. In case anybody doesn't know, Shags World is the owner of the pro wrestling eFed that I do a lot of voiceover work for. So if you have not had a chance,
dope.
yeah, if you have not had a chance, go over to his channel, drop him a follow. He puts excellent entertainment on every Tuesday at 8:30. I promise you will not be disappointed in what you find over there. It's a lot of fun. They have a good time.
Appreciate it, Shags World. Seriously. Thanks a lot.
Let's see if I can also...
So again, I just want to, for those of you watching later, for the record, I did call this like 2 minutes before it was announced. Rushing my shoulders.
No, you are always welcome, my friend. I'm glad you're here. You're here just in time for the big conclusion, too. So.
Yes, this is the reveal.
Oh, man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now?
I think you have to.
Yeah, say it now?
Say it now.
Here we go. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? Good. My hands are shaking. For what? Von Karma.
Von Karma?
You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there?
Bah.
You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is.
No use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Ugh. Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright.
X-ray him!
right?
X-ray him for the bullet still in his shoulder! Oh, if only that were the answer, Fox Malone.
Like, surely he would have had to have gone through a metal detector every time he went into the courtroom.
Right? Well, that's probably why he wears that crazy jacket, so he can be like, it's my outfit.
Fair.
Yeah.
The epaulets could cover it or something.
Right.
Oh, he's not wearing epaulets, but you know what I mean.
Can you provide evidence to prove that I was shot?
Dragonikai says, it's his earring! A bullet earring.
His earring. Could be.
All right, Gilby. Can we produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Would you like to look at the court record?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say a word.
I feel like it's the bullet.
There?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
So you want to show evidence?
I don't know. Go back. Go back.
Okay, I'll go back.
Right now.
Also, I should probably explain this for people who are new to the channel. The conceit of this whole thing is my friend Gilby here didn't get to play video games growing up, so the whole point of this series is A, to play fun games so that they get a chance to enjoy them, but also they don't know how video game rules work, so...
I have no idea.
Hence why Gilby is the one making all of these choices. So just so you guys have that context.
Let me look at the court case again.
Okay, we'll look at the court case again.
I don't know what else it would be, though. Let's see. No clues found at the evidence.
Page 2. Defense attorney. 1 bullet. The murder weapon was fired twice.
How? No, I'm not seeing it.
Oh, I do think it's the bullet. I don't know why.
Do you want a nudge?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do.
What question are you trying to answer?
Where's the bullet?
Okay, how would you find a bullet?
We have a metal detector.
By God, we do. Would you like to show some evidence?
I sure would. Surely would. This is so stupid. I love it.
All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. Take his shirt off. Shag, it's not that kind of game, Shaggy. Come on, man. Poke him where it'll hurt. Expose the wound. It's got vicious up here. And I'll even use evidence. I know how much you like it so. That wasn't how that sentence was constructed at all, but that's what it is now.
What?
The evidence that
Or like
proved
the
Von
one-
Karma was shot is... What would you like to present, Gilby?
Would match somewhere on Karma. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I kind of want to pull out the metal detector and rub it on his shoulder. Is that something we can do?
Let's find out.
Easy.
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail.
This is madness.
So then, I know, it's why I love this game so much. And then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible? For all these years? Well,
safe, but
there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
This is crazy. Oh.
There's a face we haven't seen before.
New character unlocked. I refuse.
You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order! 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 Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit to this testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot.
Oh my god. Oh.
It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma?
You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
Oh, but my sweet summer child.
It's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
The bullet!
That's a bullet?
Where did you get that?
We got the music. We got the good music.
Yes! Here we go, here we go, here we go.
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings.
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? I did warn you this was coming.
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait. I know.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier.
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air!
Get away! Get away from my father!
It's that scream in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed.
Mr. Von Karma?
Edward! Only you would identify me!
So, it was you.
You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death!
15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I have ever. Me penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moment, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime.
Tis. 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 Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge.
What?
What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it.
Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
you were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Not guilty! Yay!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number
Technically overtime hours at this point.
right. At this point, it's time and a half.
Right.
Nick! Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it.
I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah?
I'm not sure how to say this.
We have an objection.
All right.
I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try. Thank you. I see. Thank you, right?
You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there.
What? Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop!
Okay,
I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Oh, it's got to be you if I'm doing Phoenix.
It doesn't have to be. She hasn't showed up yet.
All right, I'll take her. Hey, y'all!
Lotta!
Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats!
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you gonna do now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh?
Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh?
It's over, Nick. My life is over.
Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now?
Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
You don't look sick.
It's Kiance. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind!
Should have seen that coming.
Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Right. Come on tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right?
I think you'll be fine.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh, what a weird amount. I mean, it's not little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly.
Nick? Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38. No. No! Larry! It was you?
What are you so surprised about, Wright?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money laying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history.
Edgeworth. You didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh?
Edgeworth.
Hmm?
You should have told me.
Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it.
Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you've always been something of a insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too.
Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I had known I'd have become a prosecutor.
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all. Line up. I'll take a photo.
Hey, photo time! Let's go!
And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. Celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 02 a.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices.
I went a little overboard yesterday. Head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep.
This guy's sleeping in his law office.
In his office. Well, that couch is probably a pull-out.
Right.
What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So, I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Maya!
Goodbye. What time is it? God, the first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station. I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving.
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes. Only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything! All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Oh, God.
I'm not going to say that this is the most important decision in the whole game, but it decides if you end up on a good note or a bad note with Maya, so...
No! Don't do this to me! Don't do this to me! Is it the picture of her mom?
Why would the picture of the mom be the thing that helped decide the case? This is hard because we've been playing this game over the course of like 2 months.
Yeah. I mean, she's the one who grabbed the bullet.
Ah. Could it be the bullet?
It could. I think it's the bullet.
Because without the bullet, we don't prove that it's...
We wouldn't have had a case.
You want to do the bullet?
I want to do the bullet.
A bullet?
When Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DLC. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya. Aww, happy Maya!
Thanks, Nick.
And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters.
Roll credits. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. It's just gonna go.
It's just gonna go.
Yeah, may as well just talk over this.
Rolling.
So there you go.
Objection!
That is the end of the original Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney as it was published in Japan. What do you think?
I really enjoyed it. That was super fun.
Yeah. What if I told you we've got a whole new case with a brand new cast of characters still to do?
I would say let's do it next week.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. All right, folks, not to I guess like deprive you of the credits unless anybody really wants to see him, but I think this is probably it.
I think so.
All right, guys. Well, we will endeavor to be back here next week, same time, same day, so that way we can continue on with our Phoenix Wright casework. Thank you all so much for showing up. I really appreciate you guys being here for the end of the case. It's been great.
Yeah, seriously. Thanks to Shag Swirl, Fox Malone, Dragon Akai, and as always, Katie, hello, the most important one.
Fox Malone says 21.5 hours to exploring space. I know that you have been looking forward to Starfield. I hope that it is everything that you want it to be, my friend. And I will be there shortly after you. I just didn't pay for the premium experience. I'm looking forward to it very much, though. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Hope you guys are looking forward to one more case to go, and we hope we see you guys there.
Absolutely.
I am Nick, a.k.a. Pavel the Barbarian Bard, with my bestest voiceover buddy,
Gilbert Got a Game.
And on behalf of the Gilbert Got a Game streaming network, I would like to say good night and bye!
Bye!